Our house was built in 1941.
Mm-hmm. And we had actually lived in a tiny house before that. So we were just looking for the smallest old house in town. And I think we got it at the time. So having this house has been a really good opportunity to teach ourselves how to fix it up and also maintain it. And actually, we learned small things first. Like I kind of became obsessed with windows and fixing up windows. And so that was like our first jump into it. And then you just get kind of addicted, and now we're learning plaster and we're redoing the shellac trim. And so it's kind of fun just to learn new skills and be able to like show other people that we have these skills.
I'm a firm believer in that old materials and building styles last. So if you can keep up with those and keep all of those things, you're gonna have it for the lifetime of your house.
Like I'm really hoping that the windows that I'm fixing up will be there longer than I will, which is really cool. All we have to do is just keep up with painting them once they're fixed. So it's pretty easy.
My advice is to make sure that you do enough research so you don't just stumble into what you start working on and give up right away because you're like, I don't know what's going on. Instead, do a couple hours of research, maybe a couple days a week, till you feel comfortable, because the last thing you want to do is feel uncomfortable when you start working on a project, because then it's going to get nowhere.
But also, I think there's a ton of resources out there. I have kind of gotten into like an old house community on Instagram, and I have found so much information on there. And it's just like, if you're looking to buy an old house, I highly recommend reaching out because everyone has been so helpful. That's really nice because when you get stumped, it's like old houses have some quirks, which is why we love them. There's just so much information out there and it's really easy to get to. You just have to try. Also, I feel like all of the things that we've done, all of the projects that we've tried and have worked on, we assumed would be way harder than they ended up being. The more we just follow the ways that they used to do things, the easier it is. So keeping what's already in the house there and just learning how to maintain it, fix it, has been the key. And just trying to keep your house, not doing anything to it that it wouldn't want. Like, obviously our house is very small. Originally we had this big idea to have like a grand kitchen, and then when we started to do it, it was like, this just doesn't feel right. Yeah, the house knows what it wants. Yeah. So just listen to that.
I think one more thing to add is don't be afraid to screw up.
Yeah.
You can always fix something and then you learn from that.
Hire professionals when you need to, but there's a lot of stuff that you can do on your own, and then pretty soon your friends will be calling you because they want you to do it on their house. Then you can just show them, then they can do it themselves, and it's really fun.